Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Grow for Show. Back again this week with my good buddy Schwoob and myself.
Cheers, guys.
Gonna do a little garden update today. We haven't really picked any topics to discuss. We're just gonna have a hangout. It's the end of the year. We're gonna talk about how our gardens went through the year, what we're looking forward to in the next year. Maybe some changes that we're gonna make and or things that we just keep the same. Mostly just hang out, see what's going on. We'll probably post the link up in the chat if anyone wants to jump in and see hang around. That would be super cool too. So how you been doing this week, Schwoob?
I've actually been enjoying it. I had the last 4 days off, which never happens.
Nice.
I run around doing Christmas stuff, but the Christmas was a delight with the kids and the wife, and
good.
Yeah, it was good times. Little family head buddy, but
I'm glad to hear you had 4 days off in a row, man. You work too much.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to you won't notice it until it's later on in life and you look back and you're like, man, I wish I was there for that. I wish I was there for that. But these are the important times, when everyone's together, things like that, Christmas, it's really fun.
Exactly.
I'm glad you got to do that.
What about you, man? How was your Christmas?
It was awesome. I did the same thing, actually. I took 4 days off. Me and my wife and my son spent most of the time here together. We did the Christmas morning, and then my wife started cooking while me and the boy unwrapped and put together gifts and played games, and it was a fun day.
Nice. Yeah. You get any garden gifts?
No, nothing for the garden this year.
Did you treat yourself to some garden gifts?
I ordered some nutrients online when things were on sale that are still not here. It's been a month.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did Black Friday sales at the end of November, and still
now. You recently got your ACMPR this year, didn't you?
Yep.
Are you claiming those on your taxes as medical expenses?
I haven't. Yeah,
it's really easy.
I've never done it before, but I think I'm gonna start. I mean, might as well.
So my upgrade in my garden this time around, after I'm done trimming everything, is going to be a monitor for the outlet to track a wattage. So I can actually have a photo evidence of how much that tent's using and claim that every year.
Oh, that's smart.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so at the end of the year, I always just buy my nutrients. So I just actually did it today. Went to Indoor Farmer and bought my entire lineup for the next couple months. I'm good for at least 3 runs. And yeah, I'll claim that at the end of the month.
That's good. That's a good idea. I've never claimed anything before. It's my first time doing it. I'm pretty sure it'll work the same in my province as it does in yours. We'll see. But I'm gonna try. Yeah, it's good info. I know our buddy Chip does the same thing because he told me about it as well.
Oh yeah.
So I'll try that out for sure.
You gotta get the dollar where you can, man.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I am smoking on a sample my buddy gave me of some. He said it's a Sherbet Gelato. Yeah, that's what.
What's the aromas it gives off?
It's actually really so in the bag, super fruity, but when I just broke that open, so stinky, like I can't describe that. It's like a stank though, like a dank stank, not fruity anymore. Yeah.
Rode hard and put away wet kind of stank.
Yeah, let's see how it tastes. Do a little bonk with it. So my garden's coming along pretty decent.
Nice.
I'm pretty happy with the way things are going, especially dealing with, 9 plants, seven cultivars. But you know what's really cool? I decided just yesterday I'm gonna do this round because I haven't done it in probably 10 years. As soon as we found out that, I guess as soon as we were convinced that this is the way we do things, we stopped. I got 2 plants in here that are the same, 2 Zelda runs, 2 Mac runs. I'm gonna flush one and not flush one.
Okay.
I want to see what I get in my finished product.
I'm gonna say a little bit of harsher smoke, but nothing noticeable.
We'll see. I'm excited to find out. I'm gonna run one and follow the schedule that I'm just following Floraflex schedule. I'm just gonna follow it to the T. And I'll do the same thing for my other one. Cheers, MLT. But I will add the flush that I normally do. Let's see what happens. Because I believe that 10 after, anyone who wants to dab it up. I believe that we are in a,
Cheers, Laurie.
my grow experience has all been passed down knowledge from one grower to another. Not much of it was studied knowledge, university studied knowledge, peer-reviewed knowledge, things like that. So, it's peer-reviewed in the way that other growers have tried it and proven it. But I just want to, I've seen some science that's saying that these things aren't supposed to affect it, and I just want to try to, real world it myself again, just to reassure myself I'm doing it the right way. There's a couple other things that I've been studying a lot of I do watch a lot of Dr. Bruce Bugby videos. He's a pretty smart guy from University of Utah, I believe, professor there. He's been studying, I guess, what you could call like a boxed enclosed agriculture for the past 40 years. He was, I just saw this little video the other day where he gave a brief description of how his journey started. He started out as a mechanical engineer and he was creating these boxes, okay? And then as that went along, he went to a few other universities and ended up taking like botany classes and learned gardening, and then went from both areas. So he knew the
Nice.
building of the boxes and the growing of the they were doing food because they were trying to build stuff that could grow on Mars. That was the whole point of this. He was getting grants from NASA, from the government to do these studies. And over the last 20 years, I believe he said, he's been able to do this with hemp. So he's had all the experience with cannabis, and from both sides, medical, like THC or without THC, So he's got some real experience. I don't remember the number of chambers, but somewhere around the area of 40 or 80, something like that. It was a big number of chambers that he worked with. Plus he has outdoor greenhouses that they work with. So he's got really good experience. And I don't know, I just really enjoy listening to someone like that speak. And spit out actual actual science to back things up, and real knowledge, because he'll tell you, yeah, okay, but what's the method? Tell me how that works, explain how it works, show me it in real world,
Shows the work. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And his stuff it shows the work. And the cool thing is he actually is the owner of Apogee Instruments, which is a light a company that makes equipment to measure light and other things like that. So he's very knowledgeable about light spectrum. He knows a lot about nutrients and how they work, and really, really cool to hear someone like him talk a little bit about the differences between organic and synthetic nutrients, because he'll tell you straight up, there's no difference. All of those organic elements have to break down to the same level that we use them, and we're just using them already broken down. Those elements, when you put into an organic, you put barley or you put something in there, that doesn't feed anything. It's when the microbes break it down and turn it into the element that it needs to, right? Anyway, I'm not great at explaining it because I don't have the capacity of knowledge on it that he does, but it was really cool to hear someone like that explain it.
I was waiting for the chat to kind of get angry at the organic and synthetic.
I encourage people to go and watch his videos.
It's good stuff.
He's a smart man. A smart man.
He's educated.
He talks a lot about light spectrum, and how, look, a lot of grow companies are using light spectrum to light companies are using light spectrum as their stand apart, and their, that's just what makes me different, because I have this and that. Through their real world studies, anything from 2000 Kelvin all the way up to a 6000 Kelvin light will have everything you need in it to flower a plant. The difference is morphology. They may change the shape of the plant a tiny bit. He said within about a 10% difference, no more than about a 10% difference in yield or quality or denseness and things like that. But usually that's the difference maker, is the morphology of the plant. That's why we add certain spectrums. Just some cool things to look at. I know we're going to do some shows in the future here. We'll focus basically, straight on something like that. We'll do a little study and we'll have some good points to talk about and maybe get some people on here to
Nice.
help us out. Yeah. Yes. G-Bay. He's a great guy to watch. Good info. Who else we got in here? Corp Emmanuel. Cheers. Boom. Cheers. Boom. Cheers, Lori. Nice to see everybody. Glad y'all could stop in today. How's your garden coming along, Troop?
Pretty good. A little bit behind on the let's say topping and the training, but as we've seen with those images I sent you.
Yeah, they're monsters.
Yeah, they're getting there. They're like 3 feet.
Yeah.
Like I said,
untouched.
Yeah, untouched, just doing his thing. I've taken a few
gals.
big families off, but yeah. Cheers, Thunder Dan.
Cheers, Dan.
But yeah, other than that, it's going pretty good. I got to do the last of the up potting for my little side breeding project for Operation Grow.
Cool.
I had one kind of fatality where a plant tried to jump, a little jumper off the shelf.
You were telling me about that.
Just kind of fell over and landed straight on the stalk, the main stalk. So I taped it together. It's kind of straightening back up, but it doesn't look like it's growing anymore. So I'm just gonna chop it, and that's the new top. So every plant gets chopped that level.
Yep. No, I mean, you got, honestly, if you want to keep your canopy level, that's exactly. It works.
Now my thing is, like, I could cheers, Shippy. I could always do the one tent with the taller plants, the other tent with the shorter plants. I just got to get that tent with plants hanging cleared. So
your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dealing with that issue of plants too tall, plants too short. But you saw when I flipped it, everyone was the same height.
Yep. So
it's just the stretch. I would say I'm a few more days. Usually, I usually see my plants kind of stop stretching after about 2 weeks ish. I don't really see a huge stretch after that. So we will see. We will see how that goes. But I am, what did I say? 11 days in right now.
Days.
Yeah, 11 days in, and I've already reached my second trellis net with all of the ones that I know are, stretchers. And like I said to you earlier, my goal will be now to do the best I can to maintain an even canopy. So I'll grab a couple crates or something and put them underneath the short ones and bring them up to meet the tall ones. Yep. I was very careful when I used the first layer of trellis. I didn't do any weaving. I just spread the sticks in straight so that if I had to raise them, I can raise them up and they're not going to get caught and break and all that kind of shit.
Exactly. Now, are you like me? When you grow, do you plan to chop that trellis out, or do you want to try and remove that trellis?
Cut it up.
Yeah,
I cut it up. It's sacrificial in my garden. I did used to try to take the. It's so hard. Even when I don't do any weaving, it's just because they're leaning and actually a lot of the times I would say in the last 2 weeks of flower, I'm grabbing some of those stalks, I'm pulling to the side with a little plant tape and I'm taping them so they're not leaning over and covering other buds and stuff. So a lot of times they're taped to the trellis in spots or strapped. So I'm just no, I go in with scissors. I have a really good technique for it. I never cut the outside row because that makes everything fall.
Yep.
I go one plant at a time and I just go square around it till that plant's empty and I take it out and I hang it. I leave the fucking net in there. Yeah. And then when I'm taking to trim after it's dried, I'll cut a branch off and I'll snip the net out. It's so much easier.
Exactly.
I don't want to, damage everything trying to do that.
Yeah, I tried keeping the trellis the first time around. I was like, oh, this is, not going to be so bad. Nope. They get close to the top, it starts weaving up. Bud growth is into it. It's it's part of it now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had that happen where it just a bud enclosed right over the corner.
Like tree bark over top of a chain for years. It's gone.
Yeah. So this gelato.
1 minute warning.
Maybe you can tell by my face. Meh.
Yeah.
I think it's old. I'm not that picky now. I can't even smoke weed when it's
bougie
a month old, a couple months old after cure, It's super dry too.
I just tried some blue iguana. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
The hybrid sativa dominant and does the trick.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Oh, there's the bell.
Ding ding time.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Whoa. Yeah, I probably won't smoke any more of that. That's funny. I'll give it away to someone. That's what I do. I do. Like I'll give it to a friend or something.
Yeah. Do you give them a heads up? Like, hey, it's not the best.
No,
Here.
of course not. No, I don't need to do that. It just makes me sound picky because he's gonna smoke it and love it.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna love it. It's just that my weed's so fresh. Like I can grab my weed and still like squishy and it'll sponge back. It's never been put in a bag.
Yeah.
Never been squished. The hairs on it are still standing out because it's only been sitting in a jar, you know? So
Exactly.
yeah. Bamboo with twist ties to build a trellis style support system.
Okay.
At the end, you can untie the twist ties and slide each pole out. Nice. That's a really good idea. I think I've seen Remo does that. He builds up big long chutes and then he puts a square around it. And then sometimes he'll throw one through the middle or one up on an angle to give things to hang on to. It's never happened to me, but I know it's happened to a few of my friends. Bamboo in the face, bamboo stakes in the face. So,
oh yeah.
There's some really good thing. Like take a tennis ball, cut a hole in it, stick it on the end. My buddy does that in his room that does a bunch of them. Cheers, Tao.
Cheers,
nice
Tao.
to see you, bud. Thanks for stopping in. Cheers, great. Thanks for stopping in.
Great.
I'm excited to show the grow. Maybe I should go jump in there. We'll see what it looks like.
Do it up. Get it out.
Yeah. She's
whip it out.
I'll whip it out. She's in good shape. My 2 back Zelda runs when I woke up this morning were pretty, or when they woke up this morning, I should say, were pretty dry.
Yeah.
You could tell the tops were not happy, but I fed them right away. Normally I would wait 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this video going here. Put that around. All right, and then I'll
Make me
you
co-host.
co-host. Where'd you go?
Oh, hold on a second. What happened? There we go. There we go.
Oh, no worries. All right, I'm gonna go and check out the garden. See what she looks like.
Anticipation's killing me.
Nice. Oh, hey, ladies. Yeah, see the back 2 left are still a little droopy, but we're waking up. We're waking up. Okay, let's get some camera going here. There we are.
Spotlight for everybody. And I'll let you know when we're good on YouTube.
Awesome. Yeah, pretty pumped with how things are coming in here.
Nice.
We'll start with a bit of a back view so we can see. I think I gotta dim the light a little bit so we can see a little better.
Okay. We are good on YouTube.
All right. Turn down the brightness on the light a little bit. The 9 girls down in here. So that one in the middle on the left, the one in the middle on the right, and I guess the 3 across the middle. It's easiest to say. Will all get put on stilts. Maybe this middle front one will get like a small little razor, and you'll see I'm just poking through my 2nd level.
Gorgeous, man. Gorgeous.
And just so everyone gets a reference of what's going on here, we got 18 inches from the top of the pots that are on the floor to the first trellis level. And if you look back a couple of videos, you'll see that's the day that I flipped. There we go. That's the day I flipped. Everyone was even. And it's been 11 days. We've gotten this stretch.
Cheers, Aldi.
Just poking through the top. Liberation OG. Sorry, that's the honey cream. This is the Liberation OG. This is the Mac Runts. Right here we have the Master Kush. This is the Primal Punch down in here. She's really small. Look at the size of the leaves on there.
So that'll be one of the ones you prop up.
Yeah, all three in the middle here. Like you can't even see the watermelon Skittles. It's down so low. It's starting to get taken over. So I'll prop them all up on stilts. This one, and this one a little bit. And then here we have the other Mac Runts, and then 2 Zelda Runts. And these are the 2 that must have drank a lot last night because look, they're a little droopy still. That one on the left was just being smushed by the trellis net. That's why he's all messed up looking. But
yeah, it's just fighting it. That's all.
Yeah, once they get through here after another day, the leaves will get a better shape to them. They're all being smushed by the trellis net. They're
Nice.
fighting their way through. And then as they come through, I'll move them into the square I want them in, and hope that they stay there. But yeah, another 4 or 5 days, day 14 or 15, I will go in there, and every single leaf like this will get ripped off. And that's a big fucker.
Nice and
Get
healthy.
all those off. Oh yeah, she's really healthy. Pretty happy.
Oh yeah, it looks great, man.
Thanks, man.
Nothing better than a nice full canopy like that.
Yeah, I try my best to get a lot of tops.
Nice.
And once I do that leaf strip, I'll also be plucking off nodes. Like if I see a node that's just, it's not going to get the light that it needs, I don't waste its time.
Yep. That's what I'm getting closer to as I progress in my growing. It's just understanding where my plants grow the most and losing the rest. Because as much as I like the larva hash, nah, I don't need to waste time trimming.
That's my problem, is trimming. I've narrowed it down with this light. I can get from when I get my light to hit the top of my canopy at 1100 ppfd or 1000 ppfd, I can usually get a good 2 feet of penetration if I keep all the leaves bared out well enough. And that's my goal with this, and that's what I try to maintain. So that's why this is a 15-inch gap. Everything underneath that gets bare, and I try to make as close to 24 inches starting from that to this, and it usually stays solid with that.
Nice.
But again, these are all different, cultivars, so it's not gonna. I wouldn't. If I would have had all the same, the stretch would be this equal. I would have, it would look different. But I'm still happy with what's going on.
Oh yeah, for it being what, 7 cultivars?
7, yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Thanks, man. All right, I'll come back to the show.
Sweet.
Here. Zip this up so I can keep the humidity and temperature where I like it.
That's dedication.
That is key. All right.
Cheers, Purple. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, Perp. Cheers, Aldi. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Hope you got to see the garden. If you didn't, just slide back a little. You can see it. Hope everyone had a good year this year. Anybody have any ideas for next year? Something new they want to do?
Anybody gonna grow some new strains? Maybe make some new crosses?
That would be fun.
That's my next year goal, is to have a good chunk of this breeding project dealt with. Find my keepers, have the seed stock, and start to really wean down it.
That'd be nice. It's really cool.
Yeah.
What are you doing a new?
Still the AK-39 Storm Shadow?
Yeah, same ones, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're weeding out now.
Yeah.
Cool.
4 plants was actually got a few of them in the mail a while back. He always popped them, and he says they're doing great. So I'm really excited to see what he comes up with.
Yeah, that's exciting. I hope we can see some pics
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him to tag me when he posts them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll see them.
I think they're on
Awesome.
week 3 of veg right now, week 4. So
Cheers, GMF, and thanks, man. Appreciate that. Do what he said. Hit the thumbs up.
yeah. If you haven't, we're sorry.
I'll even do it myself. There we go. Give myself a thumbs up. So yeah, you got any new plans
For the
other
garden?
than working on the breeding project? Like, yeah, anything you want to change up or?
Well, in a perfect world, we won't be in this house much longer. So I'll hopefully have a bigger area to grow.
That would be cool.
We'll
Like
see
a
what
designated.
yeah. It's like an actual grow room, not a grow tent, and a couple other grow tents. It'll be just a room.
That's actually like a dream come true for me. You know?
But like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up. This year has been kind of chaotic, and the year before with COVID and everything going on. So, and the housing market here is insane. I mean, it's great for if you're selling a house, but trying to buy a house, you're SOL. So, yeah. But if all goes well, I'll have a garage.
That'd be cool too. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that's my main area. The wife sort of agreed on that. As long as she has a she shed.
She shed, no problem. Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, no, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Yeah, I don't have any big changes that I'm going to do this year other than I guess it's a pretty big change. This is the year that I want to stop hand watering and shop backing up my water and find a system to make that happen. Because I've been doing it too long and it's really annoying having to be on a schedule, you know. And I don't want to do that anymore. So that's the only thing that I'm going to do. And it shouldn't be too hard. I've seen a few different options that I've liked so far. But
you see that comment?
Yeah, I do.
She's always watching.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So she hates it in the house. Hates it.
Yeah, I know. It's just like the smell, right?
You can't even smell it in the house unless I'm trimming.
Oh.
In summertime, I'll trim outside in the shed. I'll sit down with the fire going. Yeah,
that's nice.
But like, it's.
Oh, it'd be cool though. Get it.
Oh.
Get it into a place like that anyway. Yeah, the watering is my. Oh, you're doing a room redo after this run. That's awesome. Are you going for the table system now? Boom. I'm guessing.
Are you leaning towards a drip system for your new year?
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind trying one out for the other 10 right now, just to compare it to an autopot.
I think I'm gonna go into the like I think I may sort of revert to like I haven't decided yet because I'm probably gonna go down to 1 gal pots and do like 16 or 2 gal and 16 plants and try that instead. I don't know if because now I have, you know, I have a little bit of a plant limit. I can work with things like that. I don't have to worry about just 4. And I'm only doing it just to have a little bit higher of a turnover, a little less time in veg. But we'll see. We'll see. I like growing, you know, bigger plants, so it's kind of fun too.
To be honest, I'm enjoying doing the smaller plants, like the 1 gallon grows. I love it.
Yeah.
It's not as long. I get to see what the plant looks like, and if I really do like it, I have a cutting of it to do big later on. So like the way
how many plants do you put in a 4x4 with 1 gal?
With 1 gal? Oh, so in my it's a 4x3 because it's that partition for the 4x5 where the Vivo Sun has that little propagation area. So that the bigger side is my little flower area. I filled that with 21 1 gals.
Yeah,
that's
something like 30. Yeah,
that was for the initial breeding project, and I weaned that down. I grew them all to about 2 feet, and then I weaned that down to I think it was 9, and then flowered those things out. But that was to give it space so the male could just nut everywhere. And he did.
Yeah, I'm might just step down like one step at a time and just sort of go 16 two gals first and do that.
Nice.
We'll see. I haven't really put too much thought into it.
Telling you, man, with those smaller plants, yeah, you can hurt on the yield depending it, but it's a lot more of a turnover. You see a lot more variations, especially if you run the same strains, different seeds.
Well, I'll be able to pop more seeds too with that.
Yep. You get a 10 pack, pop 6, keep 4.
Yeah. It'll be nice to see more stuff. It's kind of, really fun to.
What's going to get you, and I never planned for it, was keeping the mothers. So I have a fairly large plant count, and I still struggle with keeping mothers because it takes up so much space.
Space is the problem.
So if anyone watching the show knows tissue culture and knows about, a general in Canada, a place that'll do it for you, let me know.
I think there's a few.
I think there's a couple, but the cost can be kind of outrageous.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the ones I've looked up, like anywhere from $1,200 to like 15. But that's when they hold it for you. So that includes I think it's a 5-year holding. So.
Well, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah. It'd still be nice to free that space up because as much as I love that golden goat, I want something else.
Yeah, Perp's watering. Right now, he's living that life, and he does it the same way I do: pump sprayer and just fucking hand water. I think he sets up blue mats when he gets into flower sometimes, but all of his veg will be definitely hand watered.
Yeah.
Always be cloning. Yeah,
exactly.
Boom be farms. Cloning. ABC. That's the ABCs of growing. The ABCs of growing. Right there. That's great. Yeah, it's a lot of fun for me. Mostly, I do it just because
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to see about new plants? Like, what's the one thing you look for or hope to find?
I don't know. I don't know if I know what it is until I find it. Maybe, I don't know.
For me, growing a plant personally, it's the color variations.
Oh, really?
Like when the dark hollow has, like the one I just grew, did all that purpling, and to me, it's what I grow the plant for.
Okay.
Yeah, you smoke that product, but seeing it like that is amazing.
I guess I could break it down to, I really like when I can grow and make something that produces really good clean hash out of my rosin press. I love, like, that's something that really makes me feel good when I do that. Yep. Also, I like growing bud that's fun to trim and fun and looks good in the jar. And so I look for buds that aren't super leafy. Yeah, not super leafy. The ones that don't have leaves coming out of the bud structure too much. It's just like bud structure and then leaf on the bottom. Like I prefer that.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's smell. I like to be surprised by that.
I like enjoying the smell as it progresses. So like when you freshly trim it and as it cures, how it matures and just kind of changes.
So different. Mm-hmm. Or like right now, like I'll go in there on a daily and just grab the stalk and rub it. Oh, it stinks so bad. Like just like so different from where it's going to end up too. And I know that.
Yeah.
But it helps me. Maybe I'll learn how to pick by the smell of the stalk. I know what it's going to turn into eventually if I keep doing it. So I do things like that.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Popping seeds is fun. Seeing different things.
It's addicting.
Everything about it. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Doesn't have to be. A couple buddies go splits.
Yeah. Especially on packs if you're only gonna pop half of them.
I have yet to do it. I would ask pretty much just the expos. That'd be the best place to get beans.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. Everyone's giving deals on packs and stuff. That's awesome.
It grows, but we like to smoke it too.
Yes, I really do like to smoke it. I overall, that's really what makes them stay around is when I smoke it and it's really good.
Yeah.
I like to see all those things in the grow while it's happening, but yeah, you're right. That's probably bag seed if it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You're right, bag seed. It's gotta smoke, man. I like to smoke it. Yeah.
So what were your
Yeah.
strains of the year? The ones that either surprised you or the ones that impressed you the most?
This year,
Yeah.
that honey cream that I grew, which was a bag seed. Maybe that's why it surprised me so much. Everything else I bought and pop seeds, I was like, oh, these are good. This is great. This is good. But then I was like, I found a bag seed and I popped it. It was really good. So yeah, that blew my mind this year. And I'm really digging this Mac run, so I can't wait to do a few more runs with it so I can like finish it properly. And because my first run wasn't great.
Do you think you'll increase your yield as you worked out?
Yeah. I've already decreased the internodal spacing on this run compared to my last one. Yeah. It can take an intense. I think it's just intense light. Really, what all I did. Maybe I'm keeping it a little warmer. Might be helping it too. I don't know, but the spacing is not as bad.
Okay. What you said it's a cutting of it, did you not?
Yeah, it's a cutting.
Okay.
But even the first one I grew was a cutting too. I never grew the seed.
Oh.
I just made cuttings and then grew them.
Curious.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
Another thing I like to upgrade this year is my old 5x5 tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be time to overhaul that guy. Probably update the carbon filter too.
I want to buy a couple of those new AC Infinity oscillating tent fans. They look really nice.
Yep, solidly built.
Finally, someone fucking filled that hole in the market. That hole has been there for so long. Everyone's been buying the shittiest little 6-inch fans that get so noisy, and the oscillating ones stop oscillating really fast and then you're screwed. And the ones that don't oscillate last a little longer, but they get noisy, and oscillation is really key.
Yep, pushing the air around, not just in one direction.
Yeah, I try to do a swirl with my fans, but I always find that the middle of my 4x4 is a little bit lacking in air movement, right?
Yep.
So that's why my goal is to keep 2 stationary and then have 2 of those new AC Infinities when they come out in the bi corners, and they'll just fucking mix and match. So I like 4 fans above my canopy and 1 below.
Perfect. That's actually one thing I didn't check out the price for during Boxing Day.
They're not out yet.
No, just the tent itself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Super annoying because a couple of guys got them on the YouTube channels and they're advertising them already for. And I saw the post on their Instagram and I messaged him and he's like, yeah, they'll be out in January.
Yeah.
Early first quarter.
I think the second week they're planning.
Yeah. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I think it was a good Jesus.
Good old Shippy. Yeah. Good old Shippy.
Yeah, someone said it. Ship. There's no easy way to say it. Anyway, I'm
fill the
super
gap
happy
in the market. No, yeah, you're fill the gap.
No, I was gonna say the gap too. It doesn't work. No.
Oh, are they? I did not know that.
Are they now?
Oh, Shippy, nothing AC Infinity is expensive. It's all decently priced. And no, we're not sponsored by them. I actually dislike AC Infinity just because the way they treat people, but that's a whole other story.
How cool of it. No, honestly, I feel like it was really neat when they came into the market though, because they're already successful in their other areas. They do like heating and cooling of, or not heating, but managing temperatures of like big, huge audio video systems and things like that, right? And they've just taken their technology and moved it into what they're doing here. But what they're doing is they're maintaining a proper price level on items and real quality shit. Like their fans, like I've been using this inline fan for it's 5-6 years now.
Okay, you say inline fan. What size? What model is it?
It's a 6-inch T6 Cloudline.
Cloudline? Okay, nice.
Yeah,
I have the same one.
With the controller.
Yep.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
I've cleaned mine twice and owned it, and it's
me too.
About a year.
That's it.
Every 6 months, I open apart. It's really easy. It's 2 screws, pop right apart.
I haven't even done it this year. I'm gonna do it when this round's done. Start the new
Yep.
year with it.
They're EC motors, not AC, so they last way longer and they're quiet.
Super quiet.
Yep.
I love it. You know, and now they're coming into the market with lighting. They're taking over. They're taking over everything. They got, you know, pots, tents, lights, scissors, glasses. I got a pair of their glasses. They're phenomenal. They cool thing is when you buy a set of their glasses, they send you 3 sets of lenses, one for LED, one for HPS, and one for blurples. So you can be with any type of grow or go from tent to tent or room to room, or you don't have to buy 3 pairs of glasses.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Exactly.
I only used the one lens, actually, right here.
Nice.
Yeah, they got like this foam around the top and the bottom, so the light doesn't like penetrate on the angles. A little pair of straps if you want to use it when you're not using it, just hanging off your neck. I love them.
Nice.
Yeah, they work well.
Too much neighborhood grows too much. That's the price.
What was the floor
Purple
fan?
saying that AC Infinity's new floor fans are overpriced in his opinion.
Okay. I saw those. They're like a 10 or a 12-inch metal fan, just sits on a. I buy.
Are they
I get those
70 bucks? I think they are Canadian.
Oh, that's a lot. I buy those Honeywells from
Yeah.
Canadian Tire. It's like $24. They're really good. They move a lot of air. Oh, VivoSun makes them too. Cool. Cool. Sorry. That comment was VivoSun makes glasses similar to this.
Yeah.
And probably maybe even a better price. Who knows? Because they're very competitive pricing, those guys.
Yeah, so I have to agree with the neighborhood grows. There needs to be a app to control everything, like an interface.
Yeah.
AC Infinity is just, I guarantee that's where they're going, and they're probably working on it right now. But it's he's saying they're 169 bucks, 170 bucks
for the fan.
Yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah. I'm not spending more than 40 bucks, 50 bucks on a floor fan. That's 12 inches.
No, I'm telling you, get those little Honeywell or whatever they're called from Crappy Tire, or you guys can order them on Amazon. Anyone in the States, and they have that like a 90-degree tilter. They can tilt like this or this. They go on the floor. They move a lot of air. Right now, I have like a mini tower. I bought them at Costco, 2 for $25. Little tower fans.
Yep.
I'm still on the first one. I got the other one packed away, brand new. So when this one dies out, I can switch it in. When I got it, they had 5 little black or blue LED lights across the top. I unscrewed everything and just took my pliers and popped the little lens, the little glass on it, and put it back together. Yeah, and I just have to remember beep 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 what button I'm pushing to be at the right level.
Exactly.
But they're great because they oscillate. They're quiet, and it's a tower. It sits right above my canopy, above my pots, and just kind of keeps that air moving. I do that because all of my fresh air comes in from 2 intakes on the bottom, and I have a little CO2 bag down there as well. So I want to move that air up and around all the time.
Hold on, I've done something to my computer. There we go. Much better. I was in full screen mode. Sorry.
No problem.
But yeah, it'd be nice to kind of focus on the reading project this year versus just growing.
Miwa controller looks like a strip outlet plug-in. Oh, really? I'll take a look at that. There's lots of. I know Govee, even that company that I used for that one humidity and temperature reader that I have. I'm pretty sure they make
Nice.
an app, like a wireless control, like an app that does controlling everything wirelessly. So
yeah,
and they're super cheap.
There's gonna be a company, and I guarantee it's gonna be AC. It just has, you buy a kit, it's the fan, it's the tent, it's the lights, it's gonna be your app, everything.
That's what I want.
Yep.
Yeah, especially for the home grow. I mean, it's a thing now. You know, people are growing at home.
Yeah.
They always were. But now, like, the average guy or the average Joe or the average gal wants to get their own little, little something.
Yep, exactly. Everyone wants a piece of the pie and not pay for it. So
Yeah. I think this year, for the show, I'll do a couple auto flowers as well to kind of give people some ideas, and maybe they want to just try it and not have a big investment, one light, 110.
I actually had a
Couple
buddy
pots.
just finish his first grow with an flower, and his main cola was 74 grams. So it wasn't too bad.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty impressive.
That's fun.
The blueberry cross.
Yeah.
Looks
The
promising.
Niwa is interesting, eh? I will have to check that out.
Mhm.
Never heard of that one. Have you?
No.
No, me neither. Mine either.
Let's see.
$200 too. That's not bad if it controls everything.
If that's 200 American or 200 Canadian. I think
Yeah,
200
probably
is.
American.
Yeah.
Honestly, very overpriced but works well. Controller, what's that called now? I can't remember the name of it right now. It's blue, a blue box.
Yeah, it does
Slipped my
make sense.
mind.
Agree with that.
Slipped my mind. It's Troll Master. It's a good controlling system. Like, it does everything. It does CO2. It'll do your heat, your cooling, your lighting. It can do everything. But you got to buy the Troll Master, and then you got to buy this sensor, and you got to buy this sensor, and you got to buy that sensor, and you got to buy that sensor. When you're done, you're like $800 in on this freaking system.
Yep, exactly.
That's not home grow equipment. A home grower wants to spend $200 and be able to control it.
Exactly.
We're talking about 4x4s. That thing can control a
room.
facility.
Yeah. Full room.
So, like, yeah, someone else was hitting the troll
in purple.
telling me
Troll Master.
Troll Master. They knew.
They were yelling.
I was like,
at
it's blue. It's fuck. Yeah. You'll pass on the fancy controllers. Yeah, no, I get it. I understand that too. I don't want to spend a ton of money on stuff like that. That's why I've been on the same same ship as Shipwreck. I haven't bought anything, but I'm gonna look into an affordable way to make it happen so that I can help spread that info with everyone else and make everyone else's life easy, because I think it's important to have that kind of stuff.
Totally.
Yeah, so next week we will another grow update.
You'll probably be basement cleared out.
You'll probably be topped and cleared up a little bit. We can see what's going on in your area. The cat's playing with the string.
Yeah. She means well.
Yeah, that's cute though. That's great. Yeah, lots of add-ons. Cheers. Oh, Ganje Farms. Cheers, brother. So we will be back next week. We'll show everyone what the garden looks like.
Yep.
Thanks everyone for stopping in. Make sure you check out all the other shows.
Consider responsibility.
Responsible. Or irresponsibly stay home if you do that.
Yep. Or have a DD at least. Just
yes, absolutely. We will. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Keep spreading the love, everybody. Go check out all the other shows. Say hi from us.
Caribou Hearts is here tonight. I believe it's at 9.
That's right. Tuesday, I think even our good friend Fumi's on. Maybe you can see Eagle late at night. Who knows? We'll see some. See everyone around.
Neighborhood Grows on Monday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.